kick it off to get us underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
The 16.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
You need a yard here at third down to keep this opening drive going. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Looking to throw. It's Daniels. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
I would argue he's one of the more talented quarterbacks that we've seen the entire year covering college football. He can throw the deep ball. He can throw that touch pass and that intermediate throw. He can also show you he can make plays by buying time with his legs. Guy is the total package, and he's making his defense pay right now.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. 0. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Set up. It's a first down play. adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's second down here. They'll run it from the gun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And the back gets the football. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
First play of the quarter is a offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Hot over the middle. It's sharp and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second down after that short completion. The shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Rifles this football to the left. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the left side with a toss. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Offense facing second and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. Fourth down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires this one deep middle. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Across midfield. At the 30 now. At the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PATs, so the lead is now 21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. On the kickoff is Hammer, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Finds an open target on the left side. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. Syracuse lines up quickly. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create here on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision.
Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
No problem. Knocks it right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looking to scramble. The ball is loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
What's going on, guys?
incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Play action fake, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Looking right, this one caught. Hits some space around the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And that is just a great job by this defense on 3rd down. Getting penetration, they come up with a loss. Now it's a big decision. 4th down, as an offensive coordinator, you've been going backwards. What do you call?
Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. They'll stop them at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
No, kick it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pulls it in. It's sharp.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looks like Syracuse will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pass rush closing in. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's sharp. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. Touchdown, Orangeman. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
To throw, it's Daniels. Trying to extend the play. Fights through a tackle. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab to get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Breaks loose at the 45. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now here comes the bunch formation. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
And the Huskers will line up to kick it away. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And there's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before time runs out. Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Daniels. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver secure victory.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pocket breaking down. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. And this defense get a stop and end regulation with the score tied. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Can he take it all the way?
Oh, Chris, in the 4th quarter, it's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll ride the back again here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And the defense able to stop him at the 2. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And no mistake, he knocks it through to win the game. We love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.